Alright, there we go. Stuff has been posted and stuff has been situated. Hello and welcome to the stream. So, when I when I started this, or before I hit start stream, when I was setting, when I was, hello, hands are not working. Hands really, well, I guess the hands don't really want to work tonight for whatever reason. Yeah, hands. It's correct. That's weird. Maybe this is not pointed down far enough. There we go. Okay, that's better. Anyways, when I was like doing all the setup stuff for the stream, I noticed something. And that was I'm gonna aim this more down like that. There we go. I noticed that both my mic and the desktop audio in OBS were muted. They were both muted because I was recording something that needed to not have any audio going through and all from the other day. And I guess I just forgot to unmute. Did I? I think I... Was it? I don't know. I have to go back. I think the stuff was muted for the VR chat stream. Which, I mean, VR chat stream was a complete bust anyways, because everything... VR was not happy with me. Oh, Marin. What did you get put into? That's right. Patricians. Welcome. But yeah. So at some point in time, I forgot to unmute the desktop and mic audio. So that was muted. I had to unmute that. So I was like, uh-oh. I hope that wasn't muted for a stream, which it could have possibly been muted for a VR chat stream on Wednesday. That was this last Wednesday. But I do have a bit of news for those that are here now and those in the future. More so for those in the future watching this as an archive. I'm going on a small little trip. I'm leaving Tuesday, so I won't be here. There'll be a stream Monday. But there won't be any streams for the rest of the week. I'll be coming back this coming Sunday. So there'll be a King in the Castle stream. So there'll be a stream Monday and a stream Sunday. But otherwise, I'm gonna be there's unless things change, which I don't think they're going to, but they're most likely not going to change. There won't be any streams throughout for this week because I'll be going on a trip. But there'll be a stream Monday, which is probably gonna be Star Rail, just so I can get more done with those events before they go poof. Since I don't have any more of the time of the week. And there'll be a stream Sunday, which of course, as everyone knows by now, is King of the Castle. So that's a little bit of news. Yeah. A little bit of news for this week. All of you here now, and for those in the future watching the archive, just for you to be aware. I'll post something in the Discord server, so for doubly aware, and also Twitch. I know I didn't do that. I kind of went radio silence when I went to my trip to Florida. I won't do. I'll make sure not to be radio silence this time again. Yeah, it'll be a nice little trip. I'm going up into the mountains. it's a trip to the mountains. Not as far of a distance as going to Florida. just a short trip up to the mountains to stay with a family member. But it'll be a nice, relaxing trip. Yeah. Nice little relaxing trip. Got my tea here. I'm gonna drink some of it. And as always, it usually takes a while before people come. Flooding in. Well, not really flooding, but before people come in and we can get this going. We just need 2 more people now. And sorry I started late. I know it's 2:11 in the morning for me. I'm starting late, but sorry about that, but I would have started earlier. But I was distracted with some things. I'll leave it with that. I was distracted by some things. Pull my mic a little closer to me, so I don't have to try and yell and all that good stuff. Although there will be yelling later with me doing Scottish. I hope everyone's doing well and all that good stuff. And yeah, I know I didn't stream yesterday. But Saturday's streams are not always like the most important. Like I know it's just a react stream. It's a react stream for a short bit of time, and then I go off and do something else. So it's not that much of an important stream. It's all the other days that are more kind of oof to miss. But I hope everyone's doing well and all that good stuff. Of anyone and everyone that is here right now. Where is... Here it is. Was playing Fortnite earlier. The new that they've updated Fortnite. It's in a new season. All the OG stuff is gone and past now. But the new season of Fortnite's interesting. It's very interesting. There are a lot of different guns that function very different. Well, not necessarily in their function, just how they... Fortnite added mods. Not like gun mods, like Apex. Fortnite's even more like Apex now. Because they added like the little gun mods wherever you can interchange and everything. They all have different things on them and everything that yeah. So Fortnite has all that in it. It's very interesting. And trying to see like what gun fits me more, like find all the guns, see what they do and see what like learn them or whatever. There's a lot. I just got into the new season today. But it's interesting. I'm having a lot of fun. They changed the mobility system a little bit, added some more like parkour stuff and all. Some of the parkour stuff is a little finicky. Some of the parkour stuff is a little finicky. They need to fix some of it. But it's very interesting. Having fun so far. I found an SMG that I really like. I don't even know what it's called. But I really like it. It's a lot of fun. The shotguns are interesting this time around. They're different. There's an auto shotgun. There's a few different auto shotguns that have various attachments to them. Like one of them is just more like an extended mag. The other one is like a drum mag of the auto shotgun. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's hard to like explain all of it. You kind of just have to go in and play it yourself and see. or watch someone else play. You know, maybe one day I'll do some Fortnite streams. I have in the past done some Fortnite streams, so just doing Team Rumble. That's the thing I do a lot is Team Rumble, but sometimes I'll do the squad things with friends. I don't do the build mode. I do the non-build mode when I do the squad missions. Or the squad missions, the squad stuff. Hello, Topol. Save the art. There is no art to save! You fool! You have wasted your points. There is no art to save. I am not doing art. But it will be soon. So not this week, since I'll be gone, but next week, the week after, will be art. Because it is the time of the year where I paint my Christmas cards. I paint a Christmas card every year, and I stream myself doing it. I do more than just that with art. I paint a lot of stuff. Mostly landscapes, sometimes characters and such, but I haven't done an art stream in a while since I changed my schedule and all to be what it has been for a while now. I'd like to do art. I haven't done art in a while now. Need to do art. But yeah, so I'm sorry, but I can't read moon runes. You will need to speak English. Does that even... I don't even think that even says anything. Hey, Marley! You forgot Maroon died twice, alright? Yes. Yes, Maroon died twice. Yeah, Maroon died twice. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. The Thrice Twins. Yes. I think there's one other that has died twice in this run. I think. Hey, there we go! We can get our game started! Thank you, Piper Guy. Hello, welcome. We can get our game started with just the three of us. I'm sure more will follow suit later. Let's get this going! And let me shrink myself down. Alrighty. Let's go. Path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some Bigfoot boots to fill. With your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I mean, trade. Yeah, not to go trade, not to try and just go trade all the time, but you know, trade. You know, kind of easy win. Thank you. Yeah, you said it right. Trade it in for a overthrow, maybe. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go trade again. I mean, farming? I could go farming, but go trade. Where's trade? Noah will bring about a new age of prosperity, sire. Yes. Farming is based, my liege. I tried going to farming before another time, and then it didn't work. But you know what? I mean, farming's high enough as it is, you know. About trying. Yeah, you know what? I can try farming again. Farming's good right now, right? It's totally not gonna screw me over. Totally not gonna screw me over later and towards the end. Oh, totally not. Who could think that? Iron farming. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? So just over the next few years, we focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss your ambition how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright. Council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduce the chiefs in the north. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Introduce the patricians. A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Barons of the March. Helden will meet, Your Majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, It's Marundu III. Council Hall immediately fills with raised voices as nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? And coronation. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Shall I get changed to my royal-proof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, tradition time. Throw the king into the river. Vote! Voting time! Throw your votes in. Our new ruler should be baptized. Well, I guess this could be considered a type of baptization. It is decided. The king will be thrown into the river. Where's the Inquisitor when you need her? I don't know. She hasn't popped up, like, in a long time. Maybe she'll pop up in this run. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Alright. Rami, of the Piper Guy bloodline, sinister marcher prodigy, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful marcher, on the throne. Alright, Baron. Vote your fate. Vote your destiny. What shall you choose? Doppelganger. Alright. Alright. The barons plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Like Yurtha of the Marley clan, charismatic northern hero stands precariously on a log house crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Ursa II. How do we make that happen? Alright, Marley, vote your fate. Vote your destiny. What shall you choose? And no, your internet not freaking out is not one of the options. Subterfuge. Lowering stability. As much as it would be great if your internet didn't freak the heck out. The chiefs plan to replace the king's closest advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove the current advisors are doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Sadly, my internet likes to freak the heck out. Yeah. Cyril of the Maroon family. That is quite the man there. You've got quite a son there, Maroon. Powerful business mogul scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of the King Ursa II. Something must be done. Alright, Maroon. Vote your fate. What shall be your destiny? Monopoly, raise own trade. Well, I got your work cut out for you. The patricians plan to privatize this entire kingdom first. They must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, about that. About that. Grueling task indeed, yes. You know what? I'll get Royal Gamble. The Honor Guard. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs of their most famous warrior heroes. The patricians with the champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of the battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Well, I have made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. I choose the Northern Warriors. I will make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later, They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faint. Oh, hi. Why is the map over here? An infestation of crawlers. What is that? Marley, what are you doing here? Your Greatness! Our mutual friend Baron Pipe Guy has discovered a nest. A nest of crawlers. On a new tract of Marcher farmland. Naturally, we chiefs recommend we fill the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger our crops. But Piper Guy refuses to do so. Common folk have gone missing, Your Highness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Of course it's not, because Ursa is still part northerner. No. Totally not. Legends speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We shall leave the land to them. They're not to be trifled with. Assemble the council, then. Thank you, Your Greatness. Alright, abandon the fields to the crawlers. Well, I don't want farming to go down. Fill the holes and continue farming. Send someone into the tunnels to investigate. I kind of like B. I'm gonna veto A. No A. A does not get to go. Alright. Get your vote on! Voting time! Vote, vote, vote! The deciding vote shall be Marley. See, it is. Fine, we send someone in. Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission? Send the soldiers on the march. Hire adventurers to explore the tunnels. This is a serious matter. Send for a wizard. We must understand the dangers which lurk beneath. March, you can handle this, right? Right? Yeah, you guys can handle this. 50% chance. The utmost confidence. By the 9th, Your Highness, we'll sort this out. Just you watch. Yeah. 50-50 chance one. It failed. Unfortunately, your investigations drop off the face of Celeste as soon as they leave on their journey to the tunnels. Baron Piper Guy bides his time, but many peasants move away. Circumstances outside of control. Yeah. Your Majesty, the barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Wonderful. I'll compete myself. Yeah, I'll compete myself. Superb, Your Majesty. I'll send your acquaintance the acceptance directly. I'll send your acquaintance. Alright. Auction time! Auction time! Auction time! Get your auction fingers ready! What buildings do we have? We got stability up and authority down for the barons. Faith up and stability down for the chiefs. Farming down and military up for the patricians. Alrighty. Well, those are your options. Now, get ready to bid in 3, 2, 1, auction! Go, 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 go! What are you funding? What are you funding? What's gonna get up there? Only 2 buildings. D with 2 gold. A whole 2 gold. And now E with a whole 1 gold. This is a really heated auction. A lot of money in this. Anything else gonna come and take the lead? Gotta put an arm and a leg in to beat out D and E. Lowering stability and lowering farming. Ah, there's F, raising military for the patricians at 2 gold. Pushing out E. You changed your mind. And there you have it at the auction ending. F and D. Lowering stability and raising military. You changed your mind. Price of real estate has lowered considerably. Yeah, it has. I sabotage when I can enhance. Exactly. Right, best game Monopoly. Best game Monopoly ever, yep. A special guest. Stop the presses. Finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important for you to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, woman, or do you not mind? Give me a woman. Give me a woman! Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Let's see, stop the presses. Your August Majesty, some anonymous firebrand in the coast is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspirations against you. It's that printing press. What's new? Some things are different this time. They're not just calling you a bad king. They're criticizing the very concept of a monarchy. This is republicanism, and not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? What should we do? Track down the printers responsible. Anyone carrying such a pamphlet shall be killed on the spot! Forbid the use of printing press altogether. Allow the pamphlets to circulate. Death and taxes, what? Oh, wow. I'm not even really sure what is the right one to pick here. Oh. Aside for allow the pamphlets to circulate, but then there's also track down the printers responsible. We got a 60% chance. They know only one language. Violence. There's a 60% chance, right? We can find them, right? Totally not gonna get XCOM'd. I kinda wanna go for track down the printers responsible. You know what? Royal gamble. Let's go Gamba. XCOM, never heard of him. Let's go Gamba. Gamba. Alright. Put your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Wow. Alright, we're all split. We are all split. Gamba. I want to go Gamba. Let's go. Treasury now. Uh-oh. That ingrat? I got money for it. I didn't know I was going to get money. All right. I will find these troublemakers, your majesty. Rest assured. Come on, click. Ah. But your spy master's confidence is unwarranted. The culprits cannot be uncovered, and anti-monarchist pamphlets are smuggled across the kingdom in packing crates and bales of hay. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic, but for now, it remains a fringe faction of rabble-rousers and radicals. At least you got paid to be wrong. Yeah, at least that's a serious increase to my treasury. What the heck? All right, special guest. Barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance, and you ride out onto the field. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. As you... Oh, that's not him. As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare, wave enthusiastically. Cheering erupts as the nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a king. Puts a dent in the challenge, really. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly. Make the most of your advantage. Stability 50%. Disguise yourself to get a real match. Withdraw and watch instead. 50% chance. 50% chance. I kind of want to see what disguise yourself and get a real match is. Will I die? You know what? Screw it with ball. A new competitor is about to join us. He comes from Oh. The North! I mean, it's true. Your entourage helps you into a new set of armor, and you ride out into the field. Oh. Why'd I turn black? Ooh, yeah, new competitor. And here we have, what was the name? Chief Ulf, ready for a fight. Finally, a real battle. You're thrown from your horse flat on your back, but blood courses through your veins. The audience roars in support, cheering wildly for Chief Ulf. Is this what it's like to be truly admired? At the end of the day, you make your way back to the capital, feeling every ache in muscles you didn't know you had. But what a rush. Meanwhile, the Northern Cavalry troops see a huge influx of people eager to join up, inspired by your example. Hey! Plot twist, I gave Ursa a black wig. This is great. Yeah, I've got enough money. Just do common tax. Hey, TL. TL the second. Welcome, welcome. You still have no money. I just see that there. You still have no money. Tax. I'm not gonna tax you. What? Nah, I don't need to tax anyone. I'm just gonna do a common tax. I mean, I am taxing you, but I'm not taxing you. Oh, the crawler problem. Took 87% of your money. Yeah, I could have taken 100% probably. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. They'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Helga, firstborn daughter of the Northern Marley clan. She's your typical northern lass, as far as I can tell, big and loud and all the social graces of a goat, but means well. And she's bald! She's bald! Even among the northerners, she made something of a name for herself. The fearsome warrior had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. Rough tax season. I can see the appeal. From the coast we have Clovia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patricia Maroon. She wasn't originally the heiress, but the elder sister had an unfortunate accident. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, money, money. And making more of it. And apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much about that. Could be worse, but could be a lot better. Finally, we have the March's offering. Emma, scion of prestigious TL's bloodline. Typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. New beasts to save from her crossbow. Give her half a chance, and she'll expound at length on how we should improve the lot of the peasants. Is that all? Eh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger all the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Why is the bald curse so active today? I don't know. I've made my decision. Helga of the Helga of the North. Let's go. Go bald. Technically, this is still a little bit of inbreeding. Technically. The Mystery Knight. Technically. As you walk the corridors, your spy master falls into step beside you. She hands you a wooden carving of a figure astride a horse. I hear a mysterious knight called Chief Ulf made quite the impression during the last jousting season. Season in March. No one knows who he is. The chiefs want to sell these figures and commercialize in the I am failing tonight. What the heck? The inanimate jouster. It would bring a great deal of money to the area. Sponsor the following Chief Ulf. Dramatically reveal that the Mystery Knight is you. Refuse to let them profit from your achievements. As a sponsor, I got the money. Spy Master leaves the wooden figure in your hands with a small smile. Excitement about jousting and the Mystery Knight flurries throughout the north, and theories about the knight's identity abound. A host of towns and villages claim to be the knight's birthplace, and tourism booms as visitors flock to see for themselves. Well then. Alright, what's the problem with the crawlers? It's been many moons since we last heard from the soldiers we sent into the tunnels of Baron Papagai's land. We must act before this crawler menace spreads to the other regions. Peasants disappear and sinkholes swallow villages whole, while Papagai hides in his castle and does nothing. Belligerent fool. I imagine their retaliation if we anger them directly. I would rather abandon my estate. Pardon me, pay Baroness TL second to host Baron Piperguy as he abandons the area. Everything goes down. Gather chiefs to fight this menace on the open fields. That's a pretty good chance. Evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. Everything goes down. Do nothing, see if the crawlers retreat on their own. Everything goes down. I am no coward. I've taken a defensive position. I don't know about that. You know what? Pay you? I don't know about that. How about, you know what? You know what? I'll pay you, TL. I'll pay you. Let's go gamba. Go gamba and I'll pay you. Hey. Get your phone on. No. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I don't lose that extra because no one voted for B. You only get the money only gets lost by voting for B. Acceptable losses. Unless I'm wrong in that and the money actually just goes off into the ether and no one collects it. What? I am not some kind of charity. Oh, but that is quite a lot of gold. And Piper guy always did invite me to his weird birthday parties. Fine. Yeah, I know it affects me. It's golden choice that affects... Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Royal Gambit gives me money? Oh. I thought I chose the, I thought it was the other one. I didn't read. Whoops. Ah. Whoops. Never mind, I take everything back, I said. 700 between you and Piper to give you 300. Eventually, the creatures withdraw of their own accord, leaving behind swaths of terrified peasants with missing family members and horrific stories. Farming. Farming. Up in the north, Chief Marley III is hosting a grand feast at her clan hall. The kingdom's fine. No one's calling for the king's advisors to resign. We need to step it up. More chaos, more panic. Then we can swoop in and take the king under our arm like a wee duckling. Aye, if we don't like it, we'll squeeze. The chiefs aim to lower stability to 4 or less. There it is. Well, there's call for unity. I'll go for the unity. Bankruptcy looms. The royal wedding. Let's deal with that first. Your wedding to Helga is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Helga at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Helga, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Helga, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Whose arse do I need to kick to get more wine? Servants, bring us wine! What's the spirit? So what do you like to do in your spare time? Let's go to bed. No time like the present, eh? She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Bankruptcy looms. Treasure is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard.
Oh, I would crack open the tombs, but that lowers stability.
How about I sell jewels? Well, that lowers the... You know what? Stability could go down, honestly. More than authority. Time to crack open some tombs! That buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You order the royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounced you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. Plague ship. The Royal Navy has stopped a ship in the harbor at Thalos, Your Majesty. It's a merchant's vessel from Dania, and the crew have come down with some kind of plague. The captain refuses to go home, saying his crew need food and medical attention before offloading any cargo. That ship is carrying a finer silks and a rare dyes with thousands. I don't care what happens to the crew. We need to secure those goods. Let's call a vote.
Oh my gosh, that top one. Allow the ship to dock and offload its goods. Everything goes down and probably by a good a lot.
Quarantine the ship, but take the goods. 50% chance. Gamble. Quarantine the ship and toss the goods into the sea. Sink the ship and all aboard. Well, you know which one I'm vetoing. No A. You don't get to pick A. Gamba. Alright. Get your voting on. Vote, vote, vote. I don't want money. I don't want all of that to go down. Farming has gone down enough already. Oh. I'm forgetting about my tea here. It failed. The dyes and silks are carried into port, much to Lord Patrician Maroon III's satisfaction. The crew are left to wait on their ship. Fortunately, the silks must have been infested with fleas that carried an infection. A week later, your marshal brings dire news. Majesty, signs of creeping scourge have been seen in many towns along the coast. We must shut down the roads and quarantine the worst affected areas. Thousands die, soldiers die, leaving the armies undermanned. Farmers die, leaving the crops to rot in the fields. Fortunately, the plague is contained mostly to the coast. When the Navy finally board the quarantined ship, months later, they find nothing but corpses. Ew. 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 Deep in the forest in March, Baron Piper Guy has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. You all said that you said you had a surprise for me? Indeed. And here it is. Behold. Your Highness, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry. I hope you didn't overhear any. Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king. It's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Great God, and just in time. The spymaster trusts us so much, and she has not noticed that we're fortifying the border. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos, but enough that the king's adoption can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. The kingdom's on the brink of collapse and the council is calling for the king's advisors to resign. If we want them gone, though, we need to increase the pressure. Once the king's in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more inferior spymaster. No more marshal or counselor of the treasurer. A whole new inner circle all made of chiefs. The next stage of scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Wow. 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 In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do with. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But what do we do with all the rest of this gold? Did barons and chiefs just switch goals for stage 2? Yes, they did. Yes, they did, pretty much. Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, the king must be in a desperate need for our gold. To advance this game, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Well, then everyone's on stage 2. This is great for me. Barons of Defiance. Yeah, Barons were Defiance, but more or less kind of... You just did a full musical chairs almost. Rising Tempers. Oh no. Contentious Sale. A prediction. No, it was Rising Temperatures. Tempers. Ah, Ursa. I have something I need to discuss with you. That oath of Baroness Teal II challenged by honor, calling me a coward only fit to fight training dummies. Raising temperatures. I must regain my honor by fighting her at once. Oh, you're not fighting anyone. Give her a good cooking for me. As long as you just care. Give me a good kicking for me! That's a problem for future generations. By the old gods, I will. Not to worry. For the next day, Baroness Teal II is summoned to the fighting ring for the much-anticipated duel. You have always been a coward, Helga. Don't worry, there's still time to back down. Cheer for Helga. Cheer for Teal. Stay silent. Cheer for Helga. Helga grins ever so slightly. The 2 combatants circle each other like lions, their axes drawn and pointed at each other. Oh no. Oh no, Helga. Oh no, Helga. When they finally come to blows, the fight is almost over as quickly as it begins. A quick parry here and a thrust there, and suddenly Helga is holding up her hands in a display of surrender. or surrender. You'll win. Better luck next time, dear wife. Helga's face is a storm of anger and humiliation. Baroness Teal II merely laughs. Better luck next time. At least you have proven you're not a coward, just inept with a blade, despite all that practice. Helga barely speaks to you over the coming weeks. Instead, she spends most of her time in the practice yard, angrily swinging at dummies from dawn till dusk. A contentious sale. Your Highness, this is an outrage. Lord Patrician Maroon III is trying to steal my bow from under my nose. Maroon, what do you have to say? It's not her bear. I was about to buy this bear from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when the Chief of Marley turned up, shouting and raving about Skurianorn. Might be Maroon the Fourth. Tell me more about this bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd been a great addition to my menagerie. Am I the only North again? Yeah, you are. One Baron, one North, two Patricians. Because you were the North memes. I suppose this is a matter for the council. Mark my words, this bow is not brought to the North where she belongs. There'll be trouble. Q, I am the North memes. You know what? I say encourage a bidding war. Encourage a bidding war. Start vote. Alright, get your voting going. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, and we'll do your voting. Get your votes in. Waiting for the others to come in and vote. Who's gonna be the tiebreaker? Wow. No unity. It was just tied all over. Is tied all over. I am the tiebreaker. Let's encourage a bidding war. Unity in this economy? Encourage a bidding war. In a furious back and forth, the nobles battle it out for ownership of the bear. Eventually, Lord Patrician Maroon wins out. The Tatterlands adventurer is delighted. Goes away with more money than she knows what to do with. Naturally, the chiefs aren't happy to have lost their sacred symbol, but there's little they can do. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes. And she's vast, even on all fours. She stands taller than a wagon. She's transported to the coast, sedated by special herbs. Lord Patrician Maroon III anticipates sellout attendance at his zoo. prediction. Your Greatness, excellent news from beyond the sky. As Your Greatness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. When did you become an astronomer, Marley? I've seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Bloody hell, no. An eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen into shadow. Nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some are horrified, but all are very loud. How about that farming? How about that farming? Get your voting on. Vote, vote, vote. Is this gonna be up in the air again? It seems like it might be up in the air again. I'll give it a minute more before I continue. Alright.
I'm hitting continue.
Oh. There it is! He has it! I'll have to do a tiebreaker. Some of the chiefs grumble that the council isn't taking the impending solar event seriously, but even the grumpiest have to admit that concentrating on their terrestrial assets yields a decent bounty. Alright, time to auction again! Get ready to auction. You got for the barons, raising military and lowering stability. For the chiefs, raising stability and lowering authority. And for the patricians, lowering farming and lowering faith. What shall be the 2 buildings that get built? Get your auctioning fingers ready to type. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Get your auctioning on. Alrighty, who's gonna be the first 2 buildings up on the board? With probably 1 or 2 gold. Alright, it's B for 1 gold, lowering stability. Any others? It's E for 1 gold. E and B, both 1 gold. Man, real estate really is, well, I don't know what it is with these prices. Any other takers for any other buildings to snipe it? You only need to do 2 gold. 2 gold for any other building. This is an exciting auction with 1 gold in 2 buildings. Oh, there's B at 11 gold. A at 10 gold is a B and A. C at 12 gold is getting more exciting. Well, that's a stalemate. Raise and lower stability. I have when people choose to block for no reason. Hate when people choose to block. Yeah. About your hair. Yeah, I have a hard task ahead still, yep. Yep. Your marriage to Helga has grown stale. Oh, the first stale one we have. We've had really good ones for all the others, but this one's like the first stale in a long time. You get along well enough, but you've made some good memories together. But there's no spark. She cares more about perfecting her combat moves than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick. Even though a bastard, the youngest of many cousins. My wife and I shall have a child together. Oh, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Alright, what is this bizarre report? Your Majesty, I've received worrying reports. Roaring and confusing. Let me help you out. What's wrong? I'm consistently worried and confused. I am consistently worried and confused. Yes, Your Majesty, I did get that impression. I've received reports from one of my little birdies in Baron Piperguy's fortress. He has the most unusual guest. Let me guess, the second god himself. No. It's you, Your Majesty, or someone who looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the barons of plotting anything yet. I can square this away. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdoms in such a lamentable state. Too busy fighting fires elsewhere. I recommend you call a meeting of the council and try to do something to put a stop to this. Very well, assemble them at once. Gonna snipe both, but only got one. Triple the security around the palace. Conduct a thorough search of the martyr forts. Do nothing. Well. That's my vote. Alright. Get your voting on. Get your voting on. Voting time. Voting time. Where are my other nobles? There's my other nobles. Barons are sleeping. Continue. Barons be sleeping. Send your best knights to kick down the doors and rampage through the Martyr's Fort, searching for your doppelganger. Doesn't accomplish much except ticking off the barons. This doppelganger exists, he's been moved to a safe location. But at least you've brought yourself some time. You've hampered the barons' efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Magical request. A wizard is calling himself Scrampton and keeps sending these dreadful letters. They smell of rotting fish and dissolve into seawater as soon as they're read. He demands access to the north on the day of the eclipse. He will use the power of the darkened sun for some special magic. Ah. Hello, Angel. Whatever the other part of your name is, I'm just gonna shorten your name to Angel. Who did you join? Oh wow, the barons are now stacked. 3 barons. Of course, I think one of them is sleeping. One of them's really sleeping. 1 chief and 1 patrician. But wizards are trouble. Force Scrampton to pay for the privilege of using the Eclipse power. Ugh. Let Scrampton do whatever he wants. Ugh. Pay the chiefs to host Scrampton. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna just veto letting Scrampton do whatever he wants. Because that's just gonna be bad. All of it's bad. Wizards are bad. Just go. Vote. Vote. I'm gonna drink my tea. Give a minute for Marley to... Alright. Hey, it is. Could have done a call for unity on that one. Got distracted sending some emails. All good. A decent amount of gold soothes Chief Marley III's worries. Scrampton travels to the north, leaving a trail of brine and moldy seaweed in its wake. Don't mess with the wizards. Yeah. Meanwhile, the eclipse approaches. Yeah, you don't mess with the wizards. Sitting on a bench outside the sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. What do I do? Oh, this pleasure, Madam Treasure. Oh, give it a rest. You know why I'm here. Let's just hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here, and here, and here. There you go. You got what you wanted. Now give me the money. Of course, sir. Goodbye, Madam Treasurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasure you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend. Good news. With the king's gold running out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's roads and bridges. Soon this kingdom will be ours. But what will we do when we own everything? Alright. Maroon. Decide your fate. Mercilessly extract wealth from the kingdom until it collapses. Lower authority. Yeah, man. This is not my run. Extortion. Yep. We've invested a lot of money in this kingdom. It's about the time we start turning a profit. But what about the king? Won't he try to stop us? The key word there, my friend, is a try. For the final stage of the patrician scheme, must lower authority to 2 or less. Yeah. This is something. Lackluster Morange, losing trust in your advisors, pillar of the community. Your greatness, you must have noticed that the kingdom's not exactly doing it well lately. Not your fault, of course. You're being led astray. Led astray by whom? The spy master, the chancellor, the treasurer, the marshal, all these unelected figures whispering in your ear. Who appointed them? Can you trust them? They're doing their best. You need some northern chiefs to advise you. We'll be honest. We'll tell you how it is, not just what's convenient. Doubt the other regions would like that. Let us worry about the other regions, your greatness. We'll bring them round. Just promise to think about what I said. A few moments after Chief Marley has slipped out of the throne room, your chancellor barges in, looking flustered. Your other advisors follow behind. Your Majesty, the chiefs have been spreading rumors about me and your other advisors. What have they been saying? They said I'm skimming from the treasury. They've accused me of being a deranged old bat with an unquenchable thirst for blood. Me? I'll kill them all. I won't repeat what they said about me. It hurts my feelings. Why would you do something like this? It's an attempt to turn the nobles against us. Trouble is, it's working. The council is demanding our resignation. Spy master, no. Don't know how much longer we can weather this storm, your majesty. We're not exactly in the strongest position if the council wants us gone. We'll be gone within the next few months unless you do something about it. Call a vote and get the council back on our side. Or the chiefs to apologize for spreading ugly rumors. Launch an inquiry to prove your advisor's innocence. Oh. This is my vote. Actually, you know what? The funnier thing to do. You can't do nothing. You have to do something. Alright. Get your vote on. Which one do you choose? Voting time. Vote, vote, vote. Where are my barons? Where are my baron nobles? Alright, I can wait one more season. To your frustration, the chiefs produced plenty of evidence, most of it falsified, and bogged the inquiry down with irrelevant details. For the record, I categorically deny drinking any of my enemy's skulls. Drinking from their skulls? Doesn't even work. The wine dribbles out the eye holes. Listen, if I was skimming from the treasury, I would not be caught so easily. My embezzlement would be untraceable. Damn it. By the end, everyone's more confused than before, and the rumors have only intensified. But at least you've slowed things down. You've hampered the Chiefs' efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Treasurer and Marshall do make a point. Pillar of the community. Let's go with that first. Your esteemed highness, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking a coastal criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidences back home. We had thought she had slipped the net until recently, when we discovered that she fled into the north a number of years ago. But the chiefs are refusing to let us investigate further. Who's this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the citizens call her Widowmaker Ellie. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the coast. Wait a moment. Are you talking about old Lady Ellie? She's a pillar of the community back in Skyner. She's arrived a few years ago from the coast. And used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you would jest, old Lady Ellie. This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal who must be punished. Well, Ellie's saying the north under the protection of the chiefs. Someone heard to the capital and answered the king's justice. Send old Lady Ellie back to the coast. Well. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Dang it. Get your phone going. Get your phone on. Vote, vote, vote. What you're voting for. Wait for Marley to put her vote in. Oh, well, there's the unit. They're well. Yeah, no cap. Alright. Well, send the old lady back to the coast. But old lady Ellie sets my cat every Wednesday. Who's gonna look after Pussykins now? I'm sorry, Chief, but she needs to face the justice. The families of her victims deserve that much. Council decision paints you as a fair and just king, but without Ellie's money and influence, several businesses in Scanner goes bust. Jeez. Your August Majesty, I fear our Manjare is failing to thrive. We thought the bear would be the star of the show, but she just sits in her enclosure looking sad. No one wants to see her. Of course she's sad. She's meant to roam the frozen tundra, not getting overheated and being fed sweets. Actually, we wondered if she'd like some company. Perhaps the Tatterlands would yield another bear of her type. Hand the bear over to the chiefs instead. Find the bear a companion. Bring the bear to live in the royal palace. The patricians to put on a grand feast for the bear. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Just vote. I got nothing for this. Nothing goes against me with this. All right, get your voting on. Start the vote. Voting starting. Vote, vote, vote. Man, this would have been a good one to have the Unity on. Find the bear companion. Alright. The patricians contact the adventurer from the Tatterlands once more. He returns having lost an eye, but gained a large sedated bear. Once the second bear is safely installed in the enclosure, both beasts cheer up. People flock to Lord Patricia Maroon's Morange and lay eyes on this majestic creatures. Oh man. Somewhere in the march, Baron Pipe Guy sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom's on brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. So no Maroon 4th for now. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the Onagond and Palace Wall? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Alright. Barons, vote your fate. Vote your fate, Barons. Oh, you guys are tied. Which one is it gonna be? Lower owned farming. Okay. If the monster is gripped with famine, we can convince the king to come down and visit us. Kiss babies, hand out bread, that sort of thing. That's when we strike. One king rides down to the march, and another king rides home. Your genius knows no bounds. But what about our own citizens? Won't they starve? The folk of the march are made of sterner stuff than that. They'll survive on boiled boots and nettled soup. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must lower their farming to 3 or less. Been a 5th already. Should have been the 6th on a different stream, but one of my desks been bugged. Jeez. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, I can delay 2 of you at least. Cutting remarks. Can I have at least stage 2, please? Everyone else is on stage 3. You are on. Wait, no, you are on stage 2. Because you were stability, now you're authority. Hello, Verse. You do exclamation point join, and then your pronouns or lack of their pronouns to join. Just E. Your Majesty, I'm fed up with this new Renveral contraption. Oh, the guillotine. Everyone's using it. Nobles, commoners, priests. They all get their heads chopped off in the bloody Renveral. Whatever happened to the good old days when nobles were beheaded with a good honest axe, and commoners were hanged like filthy rats? Now there's no dignity in death for the aristocrats. We're treated like peasants. Yes, only nobles should be killed by via Renveral. Yes, only commoners should have their heads chopped by the Renveral. No, equality for all means everyone gets their head chopped off. Nothing lowers authority, so it only raises authority. You know, Meh. And just vote. Get your vote in non-voting time. Vote, vote, vote. Who did you join? Varys, let's see. Who did you join? Hey, another chief. There are 2 chiefs now. You joined the chiefs, Varys. Equality. I could have done the iron choice, but I'm not the sole North anymore. By the 9th, when did we start caring about equality? The incest among royalty is still real, however. Common folk at least appreciate your fair-mindedness. Colonel will start publicly thanking you moments before they rest their necks on the Renveral. That's funny. Wizardly power. Thanks for the mercy, Schwing. In the capital, the solar eclipse does little except make the day a little gray. But the North is a different story. Your greatness, it was glorious. Scrampton stood beneath the dark sun. When he stretched out his arms, he was engulfed in a tornado of salt water. But just stood there and laughed. In the end, the water vanished and more shells and coral erupted from his flesh. But he drew oyster pearls from the earth with a mere nod and handed them over as a reward. Excellent work. Not all. That's not all. Scrumpton has set up in Kelsberg tallest church, saying it's his new tower for his experiments. It's sacrilege. Majesty, we should handle this carefully. Scrampton will cause even more trouble if he's in a bad mood. I suggest we trick him into leaving, perhaps with a juicy rumor about the magic of the city of Saurkon. Gadzooks, we don't even know if that would work. I just want some of that treasure those chiefs got from the damned wizard. Send marcher troops to chase him away. Or the chiefs to compensate the barons for the magical damage. Use gold to appeal to Scrampton's vanity and lure him away. 30% chance, man. What's the chief's goal? The chief's goal is to lower authority. That would increase farming. And that would be good for me. But at the same time, you know what? I'm vetoing Gamba. I'm vetoing Gamba. That's what I'll do. Veto Gamba. All right, get your vote on. Vote, vote, vote. Voting time. What shall you vote for? I'm gonna drink my water. Because it doesn't really matter who else votes. Unfortunately, the soldiers come down with a nasty case of drowning on dry land. The barons are furious. Still, the chiefs praise your even-handed way of dealing with the situation. They even send you a little gift as a treat. Scrampton remains in the church of Kellenberg for weeks, and the peasants nearby report the foul smell of rotting fish and oily brine oozing from the building foundations as he conducts his grisly experiments. Eventually, once however hideous concoction he's been working on is complete, he disappears as suddenly as he arrived. No one dares go near the church, and it falls into a nasty smelling ruin. Oh man. Alright, what else is there? Oh yeah. Dire straits. Your Majesty, we're broke. Can't even afford to pay our sweepers. The capital streets are overflowing with trash. What are you talking about? We're not broke. I refuse to sell my gold dinner plates. What can we do? Fortunately, Lord Patricia Maroon has offered to lend a hand. The coasters are with you, your esteemed highness. If we can help this a beautiful city, we will. Ask the faithful of the coast to make a pilgrimage to the capital. Host a street festival for coastal merchants. Strongly encourage donations from wealthy patricians. The king requires no help. See clearly. Yeah. Yeah, the king clearly needs no help. Alright, get your voting on. This is great. I'm delaying you guys as much as I possibly can. As the faithful of the coast to make a pilgrimage to the capital. Oh gosh. Do I encourage donations from wealthy patricians, or do I do Gamba at 20% faith? I bet that's would be kind of funny, the Gamba one. But more money. More money. Take my meager money. I kind of want to see what the faith Gamba is. Kind of. XCOM. Try and Gamba, you won't. I kind of want to. I'm actually curious. You know what? Yeah, roll the die, Gamba. Let's see what this is. It succeeded. I'm sure that will go excellently, Your Serene Highness. Another one for the clips I didn't even make today. Yeah. The Archbishop issues a proclamation inviting the people of the coast to be blessed in St. Patron's Cathedral. Charitable donations are requested to support capital upkeep. Soon the people and coins flow in. I did it despite for the loss of D, but 80% failure to XCOM is just XCOM. Yeah, you still delay me when I'm helpful. Yeah. Up in north, Chief Marley has gathered fellow plotters for a hike through the mountains. The council demanded a shakeup, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors. There's little they can do while the king holds out, but something tells me this position is not as strong as he thinks. Thanks for the follow. The chiefs aim to lower authority to 4 or less. I can only be so loyal. Newborn cubs. Your heir. Hey, the heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. Council hall is filled with nervous silence. My son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? What is his name? Ursa the Third. The gods are good, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Ursa the Third will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Congrats, said his son. Newborn cubs. Lord Patricia Maroon proudly wheels a covered cage into the council hall. Most excellent, your esteemed highness. Look at what I have here. He whips the cloth from the cage and reveals a small, fluffy white bear. It's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Why have you brought your pet to the council? This is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It turns out that the bears and the Marjorie are in love. Isn't that a sweet? I thought that you might like to be gifted one of the bear cubs, your August Majesty, in exchange for a modest donation to my Marjorie. Your greatness, this is an outrage. A slap in the face of the devout chiefs. The bear should have been ours. Donate the Marjorie in exchange for the bear club. Have the honor guard confiscate the bear cub by force. Give the cub to the chiefs. Decline the gift. Take the bear you won't. Yeah, I'll take the bear. Give the bear to us chiefs. You doubly won't. I'll leave it up to you. I'm not gonna influence it in any way or form. Vote. Put your voting up. Vote. Voting time. Voting time. Put your votes in. Demand bear cubs. Well, there it is. Oh, C has it. Boo. Squeeze into a diplomatic situation that they did not intend. The patricians are forced to hand over the bear cubs or look unforgivably rude. The chiefs are delighted, although they couldn't take ownership of the original beast. This one is the next best thing. Worship of Skoinor booms in the north, centered around the sacred cub, who is treated like a miniature king. What else is there? Ah, the stone main. Oh no. The stone main. It has rabies. I hope you're happy. Behold my liege. Baroness Angel pulls aside a terrapin to reveal a granite statue of Baron Piper Guy. The statue is impeccably detailed in expression of a frozen grimace. As said sight, it's not. That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your highness. This is all that remains of my fellow baron. It seems that Stone Maiden has applauded the march. Well, I know she's abroad. She's called. This is no laughing matter. She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Piper Guy on his latest hunting trip. Please, your highness, we must do something. Well, we're not hiring a wizard. We are not hiring a wizard. Do any of the other Gambas. All hail the sacred cup. Alright. Voting time. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Coin toss moment. Oh, man. You don't want to blow it on. Yeah, no, I don't want to blow on my money. Have a common goal. Where's the rest of my nobles? Trust the tails for guidance. What Baron hides from a challenge? Alright. At least one of you makes sense. You sent an expert, folklorist from Quell University. Misclicked. According to legend, the Stone Maiden always stays far inland, away from the shore. Perhaps there's something there. Wow, it actually succeeded. Another success, yeah. That's the solution. A saline solution. We must react badly to sea wanton. You sent a squad of knights each armed with a blindfold and a bucket of seawater. To her great surprise, it worked. As soon as she's drenched, the Sun Maiden shrieks and flees back to her underground lair, where she falls into an immortal slumber. Yes. Auction time! Alrighty, what do we got here for this round of auctioneering? For the barons, they got decreasing farming and raising stability for A and B. You got for the chiefs, C, raising military, and D, lowering authority. And for the patricians, E, lowering stability, and F, lowering trade. Which two buildings shall get funded? Let's see now as the auction begins. Right now. Get those auctioneering fingers going. Let's get this going. A for 1 coin, D for 1 coin is A and D. This is an amazing auction as always with 1 coin. Starting off the bidding with just 1 coin of gold. And there's an astounding 501 gold for D. We're really kicking this off for money now. No longer throwing 1 gold piece at a time. Will any others take the lead? Any other buildings to be funded? A gets funded again for 401. You have DNA. And no, I'm not talking about the genes. D gets funded incredibly more, though it didn't need it. You have DNA and not the genes. Safety net. You know what? I'm gonna do that last. Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps this time we forget about our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts or hold a friendly competition. A fashion show, perhaps, or a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on a team-building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again? Drippy boy. Huh. I could do that. But I won't waste it here. Just in case. Clear we're going for the fashion comp? Yeah. Alright. Start your vote. I was gonna use Iron Choice, but I'm not gonna waste it on this. Unless the others are afraid that their drip is shabby. Rather be witty than pretty. I am witty and pretty and free. You are neither pretty or witty. You are nerdy. Merely a patrician. Alright, let's go fashion show. Wonderful. I'll make the arrangements at once. Cash prize shall go to the winning noble, I think. Nobles of the council began murmuring. A fashion show? They better buy some new jewelry and dig out their finest outfits. Alright, well, there's that. Alright. A horrible haunting. During a meeting with the Council of Nobles, a commotion erupts as Chief Burst lets out a piercing scream.
By the old gods! Gods will be good! It's here! It's here!
They faint away, falling to the ground in a crash. Oh my gosh. By the ninth god, someone fetched water. Oh, they'll be fine. Varus will be fine. Don't anyone need to do anything. Someone fetch some water, quick. The servant runs up for water and holds it to Varus' mouth. I thought I'd be safe from it here, but unfortunately, when we built that theater on my land, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it's made me its target. Why would a ghost care about you? Ugh, are we really entertaining this nonsense? I hear voices, Your Highness. Little pinpricks at the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horned gray shape hanging over me, its face a rotting mask. We're too old for campfire tales of ours. I beg Your Highness and gathered nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. Send an Inquisitor to exercise the sight. 0 faith. 0%. Research the land on which the theater was built. Ignore the situation, all will be fine. Yeah, we have not seen the Inquisitor for a long time. The ghost also punched my barrels. Alright, get your get your phone on. That's 0% chance Gamba. That's 0% chance Gamba. Where are my other nobles? Where are my chiefs? Where are my chiefs at? Too busy being crazy at the moment. A spooky ghost. Are my chiefs gonna vote? Are my chiefs gonna vote, or are you gonna let Gamba win? You're voting for Gamba. Alright, well, I guess Gamba wins. Alright. This is gonna be funny. The High Inquisitor sends a team of her most pious agents to investigate. They report back swiftly. The spirits was stronger than any of us thought. Your Majesty, obviously the chiefs aren't devoted enough to the ninth god. The chiefs aren't happy to be told that the Inquisitor's failure is their fault. Alright, ambition. Exercise? I heard exercise. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the father of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed. They think of you fondly. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare to overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Become beloved by the common folk. Stability and farming. Farming and military. Can't bang the ghost. Yeah, silly patrician. Do I want... We could war, we should war. I mean, the military is there, except for the patricians. The stability is there. The chiefs will carry, obviously. Wonder why someone sabotaged me about an hour ago. Cough, Your Highness. War does sound like fun. War does sound like fun, but the military, Also, Ashmedian Empire. Oh my G. G's hate the Ashmedians. You know what? It'll be a harder victory for me. Because I could probably... it would be an easier victory for the stability and farming, because I got the stability. I kind of want to do the declare war. I mean, the military is there, just got to work on the patricians. You know what? For the fun of it, let's declare war. Wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. With your grace, I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Oh, wait, what? I was rather hoping to catch you by surprise. my reaction just, wait, what? Let me explain something to you barbarians. The Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Then you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug. It's because we're divided by internal conflicts. And they assume that the Empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, Ashmed is ruled by its generals who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? Already hateable, yeah. I'm here representing General Thalison, whose lands are safely distanced from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our rivals. A bold plan. I will leave you all to think on my words. If we take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you'll beat our oldest enemy, that would shut the nobles up for good. But winning will still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can, and of course there can't be open rebelling among the nobles. Alright, let's see how well and easily I win. The gods have finally answered our prayers, my friend. The council demands that the king's advisors resign, and the king is too weak to resist. Our replacements are waiting in the wings. Once our advisors surround the king, we'll have complete control of what he hears. We will shape his reality. We'll treat the king like a mushroom, keep him in the dark and feed him dung. You got it. The question is, what should we do with this control? Alright, chiefs, vote your fate. Vote your fate, chiefs. What shall you do? Choose your destiny. Decisions. Alright. Stability. We'll turn the king into a powerless little puppet. Dance, puppet, dance. Sometimes it's scary how much you get into this, but it is a great plan. What now? Now the kingdom must return to prosperity, and we'll ensure we get all the credit. The council will see this as a demonstration of our competence, and they'll insist on sweeping out the old god. At that point, we've won. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must raise stability to at least 9. I'll do a common text. You know what? We gotta do the fashion show. We gotta do the fashion show before I try the ambition. You enter the council hall to find it transformed. The walls are beckoned with mirrors and jewels, and the long table has been repurposed as a catwalk. Your Majesty, welcome to the kingdom's very first fashion show. Remember, you'll be voting on which of these nobles is best dressed. Chief Varus does some kind of pagan dance down the catwalk, featuring a lot of foot stomping and hand clapping. Once they reach the catwalk's end, they hurl an axe clear across the council hall, thudding into the wall. Hooah! Check out the goods, and don't be shy. I like the enthusiasm. Baroness Angel stomps down the catwalk with a face like thunder. Once she reaches the catwalk's end, she strikes a formidable pose, arms folded, legs apart. This is a total waste of time. I'm still waiting to be impressed. Lord Patricia Maroon struts confidently down the catwalk, posing outrageously and blowing you a kiss. I'm a fabulous, am I not? I was hoping for more. And of course, our last competitor is the king himself. Get up on that stage, Your Majesty. some 50% chance. You know, we've been gambaing this whole entire time. Let's go for more gamba. Clearly, the chief drip is the best drip. Let's gamba more. Let's do more gamba. Sashay down the catwalk as much style with as much style as you can muster. Man. The authority goes down. You make your way down the catwalk trying your best to project confidence, but you trip over your robes and face plant. The nobles can't stifle their giggles as your crown rolls away and you chase after it, swearing. Excellent landing, my liege. Yeah, what I'm gonna do. I choose the Chiefs. Yeah, I'll choose the Chiefs. Alright, but vote. Vote now. Vote. What? Well, darn. Well, darn. What? I won? Ha! The barons are superior once again. The chiefs and patricians mutter grumpily, but the barons are ecstatic for their victory. The chancellor looks on, beaming like a proud parent. With style. Alright. Let's see about ambition. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmanian Empire. Today, at last, she's returned, and she's brought one of the patricians with her. Why the patricians? They're the least strong! They have the least amount of military. Bring the chiefs! Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They've sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Serene Highness, of course we all support a war with the cursed dogs of Ashmead. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshals are telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's gonna gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. Peasants will just have to tighten their belts. Can we just tell the peasants to eat something else? Cake, maybe? Yeah, we wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't want that. Just damn cowardness, if you ask me. Your Majesty, but all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. 80%! Gamba! Assure Lord Patricia Maroon that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. Oh, the one Gamba failed at 80%. Got XCOM'd. Lamentably, Your Serene Highness, we can't just commit to our war right now. The kingdom would starve. Damn cowards, the lot of you. Don't call us cowards. My ancestors have a proud tradition of bravely sending off peasants to die on Ashmedian fields. I wouldn't dare disrespect that. Just, give us the time to build up supplies at first. I couldn't bear to go an entire year without a branch. It proves impossible to convince your nobles to lend their banners to your crusade against Ashmead, not while the granaries still stand empty. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's farming and military as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Creeping dread. Your Greatness, the High Inquisitor's attempts to fix my poor theater were worse than useless. Oh no, what's happening? Terrible! It's terrible! I never thought the Jeeves would be so overwrought. Is there even proof of this so-called ghost present? Come on, click. Every time I visit the theater, a terrible cold spreads down my back at the back of my neck, and then I hear a voice calling my name. He claims to be my great-great-uncle Eagle, who died last century in a dreadful hunting accident. He says if I don't pay attention, my lineage will be doomed and my name dishonored. Very well, let's call a vote. Please, Your Highness, help free me from this terrible trial. Destroy the theater. I have ventures to deal with it. Tell Chief Ferris to offer something valuable to appease the ghosts. Anyway, voting time. Vote. Get your voting on. What are you voting for? Where are my nobles at? There you go. Some nobles are missing. Where are my other nobles at? Where's my other chief? Where's my other baron? Well, there's my other baron. There's my other chief. Oh. Alright. Verse looks alarmed, but hurries away to do as you say. How talkative great-great-uncle Eagle is remains to be seen. I'll keep the law as it is. Oh no, not the apprentices. Apprentices. Alright, let's get this over with. Unfortunate tidings, your esteemed Highness. A meddling wizard has set up a shop in Zirkonos. I believe it's a brisket, the Lord of the Bells. Tell me more about this wizard. The wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Brisket has influence over sound and counterpart silence. Though this power seems meager compared to other wizards, they are not to be underestimated. They've put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed and glory-seeking workers from all over the coast are lining up for this chance. Not just peasants. Varus have also decided to apply the competition will be fierce, but those common folk are no match. I'll be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. You could have put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard on the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Great Uncle Urkel commands. Then we shall assemble the council. My humblest thanks, your esteemed Highness. Well, I've got nothing. Yeah. I just vote. Voting time. Vote away. Vote your choices. Either you become Lord of the Bells or become a bell. Oh. By the 9th, how will they keep up with the noble duties if they're spending all the time in the coast with this wizard? Lord of Bells, my foul dazzling chief. And what if the 9th preserve us? They actually passed their apprenticeship. There's never been a wizard on the council before. You never know, it might liven things up around here. You've nothing to fear from me, your highness. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Chief Varus sets off immediately on their journey to the coast. Briskett's presence in Zarknos attracts all sorts of visitors. Although the power of their land magic starts to look across for miles around. Oh, hi, Product. I'm shorting your name to Product. Welcome. Who did you join? You joined the Barons! Man, why are the Barons getting stacked? Comet sighting. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the coast, Your Serene Highness. The citizens are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? 15% chance on faith. Tell the church to dispel such baseless superstitions. I told them there's nothing to worry about. No, it's just peasants being peasants. It's just peasants being peasants. For a few weeks, the coast is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land, foretelling doom. Your esteemed highness, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Lordell, where once was there were buildings. There's now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of citizens have died. What causes fire? A warehouse was storing lamp oil unsafely and in immense quantities. The owners were in the middle of haggling over the prices when one of the merchants noticed his pipe. Well, I'm sorry to hear your city's gone up in flames. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Rebuild in stone rather than wood. Rebuild the city exactly as it was. Offer no help. No. Here you go, commands. We go D. Yeah. Alright. Get your voting on. Voting time. Offer no help. Barons, you don't want to prolong, you don't want to keep the patricians from getting the authority any lower? My barons. My barons.
D raises authority.
Patricians are one away from winning. You know why it's to lose? Yeah, it's 1 versus 5. Let me have my odds. You send word to the patricians of Laro that they will be expecting to rebuild their own city without the king's help. That's below. What is the point of having a king in the first place? This is a tight one. You think it's a row, GG, at this point? I don't know about that. I'm gonna save off from doing these two. Just in case, especially just by the name of them. Your Majesty, I've been trying... Oh. Well, there's 100% farming. I've been trying to gather troops, but your nobles are still concerned of the kingdom starving. They're refusing to raise their levies. Sure, the nobles of the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. By the 9th, your serene highness, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmedian bastards a lesson. I mean, it's probably a monarch victory if we're all so petty as to not make the others win. That's the spirit. We have the backing of the patricians in starting this war then. Why the patricians? They're the least strong. Yes, Your Serene Highness. What's to do with this? One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmead. When it comes to war, you can rely on the barons, my liege. Let's go and give the Ashmedians a kicking. De facto monarch wins since the barons can swing their load around. It's a me, Mario. Aye, your highness. The chiefs never back down from a fight. You have her axes. And you have my bow. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war on Ashmead, Your Majesty. Huzzah! Let's go to war! I like the enthusiasm, but it's been a long time since the kingdom mobilized so much of its army. We need to ensure they're up to the task. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, Your Majesty.
80% chance. Oh.
When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, a whole month, she is at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Alright, Gamba. Hey, let's go. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen, holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? Eko tells me this will be a good war. Lose the war, that it probably takes more time. The Chiefs will carry. Good work, my marshal. Thank you, Your Majesty. Let's march. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar.
For the kingdom! For the king!
The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, Your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmedian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts. Wave a sword around, then duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmedian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sound. Clapping, cheering. Peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a routine of wounded soldiers, nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. All hail the king, the conquering hero! Waves your adoring fans. The cheering somehow gets louder. They really think you're a hero, even though you spent most of your time in a tent looking at maps. When you return to the palace, your wife is waiting for you, your heir Ursa III, in her arms. Speaking of, on another dynasty, I was role-playing for somehow I kept being called Mario. I'm just glad to have catch Noble Mario. Me and my fellow drinking. My darling, you're finally back. I've been breathlessly following the tales of your conquest. I only wish you'd brought me along. It sounds like a good fun. Like good fun. But I understand someone needs to hold down the fort. We have so much to talk about. Little Ursa III has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Welcome back, my liege. Let me be the first to congratulate on your victory. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. No. Just no. No. Excuse me. Did you forget there's a war on? And Gil commands time to go be. But what about democracy? The Constitution? Did the king misspeak? We may have won a victory, but the Ashlamid will strike back, and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes. We need to prepare. And if your squabbling bastards don't unite behind the king right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmenian soldiers in your bed chambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal? Then let's begin discussing plans for the next campaign. Nothing like a common enemy, eh? So this is what it takes to stop you scheming against me. Eagle apologizes for possessing Varys and being silly. Obs, there's a war going on. Let's begin discussing plans for our next campaign. Aye, your majesty, whatever you say. After that, the nobles never defy you again, but it's not like your life gets easier. Your majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmenian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your wife. Here we go again. And there you have it! All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. The chief's attempt to replace the king's advisors never planned out. One night, Chief Marley III awoke to find a smiling spy master holding a knife to her throat and kindly asking her to desist. The patricians attempted to buy the kingdom and ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed, marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable, perhaps next time. King Ursa II's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. He conquered land from Tavalin to Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, he was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, he was tired. And there you have it. King Ursa II, the Bold. The Spy Master didn't technically kill you. Yeah, didn't technically kill you. 3 years and 3 months. The hero of the kingdom. Pretty sure it was to desist your life. Let's see. Wealthiest. Marley, you're the wealthiest this time. By a whole lot. And poorest noble, Maroon. Oh, poor Maroon. You have no money, Maroon. Yeah, I got an achievement. It was by right of conquest. You won the game by defeating the Ashmeadian Empire in a war. Only 2.7% of players have achieved it. Had to sacrifice his youth to hold the crown. Game's doing pretty good. That's the new king. Look at him. And Kingdom's not that bad off. It's actually not that bad off. It's pretty darn good. Faith is like non-existent, but that was pretty good. Alrighty. So there you have it, folks. Thank you everyone for attending and all, and those that did not join, thank you for watching. Even if you didn't participate, thank you everyone. Sundays are always fun with King in the Castle. I always love this, our little tradition. Another round of clipping again. Yes. Yes, indeed. Sleep shall elude me tonight. Oh no, poor Marley. Oh, poor Marley. But yes, we shall pick this back up with another run of the Dynasty next Sunday. And with that said, I'll say this again at the tail end of this for those that didn't hear it at the beginning of the stream. I will be going on a trip this Tuesday, and I won't be back until Sunday. So there will be a stream Monday. It's probably going to be a Star Realm. I'll get out of schedule Monday afternoon. Before the streaming and all. And so there'll be a stream tomorrow for Monday. And there'll be King of the Castle on Sunday. So you have those 2 streams, but otherwise for the rest of the week there won't be any streaming. Yes, I'm going on a trip. A nice little relaxing trip up to the mountains. So yeah, so there's that. Probably the schedule for not this week but for the week after will probably be more filled with art, being not necessarily Wednesday but Monday and Friday, and probably part of Saturday will be art streams, because 'tis the season to be jolly. Every year I make a Christmas card. Every year I paint up a Christmas card. And so I haven't gotten started on that, and I always stream it. For the last few years, I've streamed myself making a Christmas card. and I make one every year. So, we'll be streaming myself making my this year's Christmas card, and I'll start on that next week. I need to get busy on that before it gets too late. It kind of it's getting a bit late, but you know, yeah. So there's that. But anyways, as always, all support is much appreciated, and Ghost Source Me continuing to provide you the kind of entertainment that I bring to your screens. And also their stream is out right there with the link to the Discord server. You should totally join it, totally, 100%. If you don't, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take your soul and eat it, or just chuck it into the void. One or the other, but your soul is forfeit. And you die. Join or die. There is no other choice. But there's a lot of stuff available for you, and just for you in general, in the Discord server. Be able to keep up with stuff. I post my schedule in the Discord server. I also posted it on my Twitter page, but it's a lot easier to keep up with in the Discord, and also post update stuff and everything more in the Discord server than I do on Twitter. So if you want to stay up to date on everything and anything, then there's the Discord server for you. And also just special little sub things and all. Different little things that you can be a part of that are specific to the Discord server and all. If I die, I'm dragging you down with me. Now, listen, you would die by my hand. I am Chaos Incarnate. I'm a soul eater. I'm a Viking demon. Abyssal creature. Hailing from Viking mythology. My death is not easily committed. I will eat your soon sooner than I die. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream and all, and everyone had fun. For everyone that participated in all, and for those that watch, I hope you had fun watching and all. I am the void that is in all. And nothing at all. Ah, I see. Well, we're relatives then. I see we're relatives. Let's see, who is streaming? I have a few people I could raid. Who do I want to raid? Who do I want to raid? Dum. Let me open up some of these streams and see who I actually want to raid. I'm gonna take a break then. I'm gonna do some clips. Yeah. Get some rest or take a break or whatever before you go and do that. So there's also you. And you. Oh, you look like you're about to end, so maybe not rating you. You're playing Elden Ring. And so you just started. You know what? I'm gonna raid Dia. She's doing a subathon. She's on day 23 of her subathon. She's a VTuber artist. She does rigging and all of that stuff. She's funny. She's fun. I love Dia. She is an amazing streamer and amazing VTuber. she's really great. So with that said, gonna get you guys out of here, and I'm gonna get myself out of here too. It is 5:05 in the morning. So let's get this raid going to Diariku. And how about that? You guys get to be Vikings tonight. You get to go on a raid. You get to go pillage, raid, and burn. But most importantly, go have fun with Dia. And I'll see you whenever I see you in whatever future stream I see you in. If I don't see you for Monday night stream, then I will see you for King and Castle or whatever other stream I see you for. And on all other cases, just look for me when you see me, and I'll be streaming. And with that said, see ya! Get yourselves out of here and be Vikings! Raid, 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 raid! Blah!